Watch them flashing like paparazzi. Two words, get money. Tonight's the night, guess who's back on my block? Rather unique, but town. This on that quiet storm, T-O-N-Y, top of New York, with a pitchfork.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And his first look is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right? Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Here we go, 46.
First down, Prescott. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Prescott, and this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Then we're going to 53. Then we're going to 53. Switch.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now Prescott into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Steps away to his left. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Freeman again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now it's Ryan. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to sack him for a loss of 6. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are in for 6. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, what a move. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way we can get it done.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Wiggles free. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
We're going right there. We're going right there. Here we go, 46, 46. 41's the will. 26.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Hey, we're going right there. We're going right there. Watch 17. 26.
A first down carry by Elliott. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 53 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Randy Gregory. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Hey, let's go. Let's go.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, Freeman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. To play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. On 3rd down, Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Let's go. Let's finish now. We're going to 54. One hit. Hey, we're going right there. We're going right there. Check safety. Check safety. We're going 47. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. His throw incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
46, 46. We're going to 53. Switch.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Here we go, 46, 46. Then we're going to 53. 26.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it down to the 32. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Now Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Traffic, and now he's free. 30, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott. Man open left side. It's Williams. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Swing,
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
They go play action here on first down. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
46.
A second down throw for Prescott. He's at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First target, first catch, and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. Freeman again, first down carry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. On second down, here's Ryan. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Randy Gregory in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. So the sack pushes him back, and now third and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Bailey now for the extra point. And they got the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards through the air and a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd down, Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Ryan. It's caught, Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Arlington. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. From the gun, Ryan fights off the defender, drops it off for Coleman. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw on 2nd down, Ryan flush to his right, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here you go. Hey, we're going right there. We're going right there. 26.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They go to Elliott again. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Get up. Hey, we're going right there. We're going right there.
They'll try and run for it. And a broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Prescott looks to throw on first. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Airing it out for Hurns. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Done. Kill.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Prescott now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. first down. Prescott. And he rifles one incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And it's second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Swing to the pit, right. To the right. 47.
On second down, Prescott again. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Gun.
And the blitz does come. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dion take us to the 2-minute break. We'll come back and see how it all shows. It's 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's got room. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 51 yards. And the Falcons have broken our tie.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Hey, switch. 47.
A give to Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Tech McKinley in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. He's back to throw. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Go 47. Let's go. Let's finish. 26.
Back to throw. He finds Hearns left side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll look to throw. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1. It's tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. And this is caught inside the 5. So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Elliott, and he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Not a bad idea to start overtime. Feed the hot hand.
And understand that when you're feeding that hot hand, everyone else is pretty much in agreement on it. You know, a team looks at their game and says, all right, who's playing really well? Let them touch the football, and we'll do our job to help him along.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
Here comes the first throw in OT for Prescott. He hits Beasley right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Prescott on first down. Austin's got it left side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
46.
Prescott from the gun. Flushed out right. Room here to run. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here. Try to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Austin. Touchdown, Cowboys. A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.